Let's have a little fun. In fact, let's go to the movies. Larry Mann of Park Plaza Cinema joining us. Larry, still movies with Oscar buzz are out, and people are still talking about it. You still got Barbie playing?
No,
okay.
Well, we do have a movie that's still here that's opened Christmas Eve.
Okay.
Called The Boys in the Boat. True story about the Olympic 1936 Olympics, and this team from Washington, University of Washington, that was a nobody team, ended up going and winning, of course, the gold in the Olympics. That movie is still with us and is still doing great.
It's a movie about a real thing that happened.
Exactly.
We've just been talking. That seems to be what's kind of carrying the day these days. Huh?
Yeah, we've had a tremendous amount of success here in the last year, maybe even longer, with true stories. I think Hollywood has finally realized that things that they just create out of somebody's imagination don't seem to set well with audiences, and whereas true stories that people have either heard about, or if they haven't heard about it and they watch it and they come away thinking, wow, that really happened.
We got one coming. We got any coming up in the next couple of months?
There's one that's coming in about 2 weeks that Anthony Hopkins is the lead actor in, and of course everybody knows and loves him as an actor. It's called One Life, and it's the story of him as a young man in Poland, I believe, during the big, Nazi rounding up of Jews, and he was able to single-handedly get a lot of the children that were headed for concentration camps sidelined, saved from going to these concentration camps, and then their lives flourished. And much later, in his older years, he's honored. He knows nothing about this, but as the person that saved all these children, who are now certainly very well-grown adults, just as he is. And it's a fabulous movie, and we're looking forward to that one. That's in a couple of weeks.
That gives me goosebumps just thinking about it. That's fantastic. We've got a lot of sequels coming out this summer, a lot of series of movies. Dune #2 is coming out. Kung Fu Panda, another Ghostbusters, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Exactly.
Is some of this because of the writer? What's the writer's strike got to do with it?
Yeah, the director's strike and the writer's strike both impacted film production. The writer's strike actually ended up impacting it more than the director's, because there were so many things that were in pre-production or about ready to start production when these strikes hit. And as movies go along, even when they're shooting, there's always call for rewrites. And with the strike, they couldn't do that. So a lot of things had to just stop. Some movies that were to come out, like right now, aren't even going to come out in 2024. They'll be pushed into 25. But Dune, you mentioned, fabulous movie. The cinematography is just incredible. It's visually quite impressive. That does open in about a week. And we're looking forward to that. The others that you mentioned, Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, I wrote it down wrong too.
That one is coming out shortly. Ghostbusters, yes. The sequels do continue to come along, and but the true story movies are the ones that have just really been successful.
In the next 3 months or so, what's the one movie you're looking most forward to seeing yourself as well as showing?
Well, honestly, I would have to say Dune is one of the big ones.
Pretty fired up about it.
Yeah,
Good.
that's going to be a good movie, and I think people enjoyed the first episode. And the saving grace with Dune is that it was all Dune 1 and Dune 2 were all shot at the same time. So that's why they're able to get this one back out as quickly as they have been.
Okay.
So
23 was a great year for movies. Well, let's hope 24 is as good as we catch up with the smaller ones. We're looking forward to talking more about it down the road. Thanks so much, Larry. We appreciate it.
Yeah,
Larry
thank
Mann
you.
of Park Plaza Cinema. That'll do it for us. We hope that all of our guests have helped us learn a little bit over the last 30 minutes. If you missed anything at all, we'll be back in 90 minutes. I'm Bob Stevens.